alum, Chris Carson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Ball carrier.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down,
Seattle. Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Run it. Safe. Hey, alert. Mike 50.
Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Wilson's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Mike spot 4. Watch the run. 12.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Javon Kinlaw in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's the backup Smith. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Watch 54. All day.
On first down, Carson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. He's coming. Double. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check smash. Check
smash. Here's Carson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Is 3rd down.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Quit talking about it. M70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check 24, watch 24. Mine's 54. Street.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game.
Run.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They run the counter. It's Carson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does it change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They run with Calais. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go, here we go.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
Mike's 50.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts
A gain of 4.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cut. He's crashing.
11.
Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, keep it up. Alert 3.
Black!
Mike 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Under 10. 10.
Play action. Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st down.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 2-yard line.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, gun.
Mike's
They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Cougar 19. Watch the run. 60 Bobcats.
On first down, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Smith's
Not much there, only a yard.
DK Metcalf.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Smith. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Seattle.
Smith on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
Set. 19 Tiger. Rabbit. Mark 38. Mark 38.
Smith throwing again. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Oh, you got deep? Mike's 54. Viking 18.
Now it's Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
3rd down.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out.
40-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Go ahead.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
21.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Like 20.
50. Check Mike 50. Watch the pass.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
36.
11.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
1, Omaha.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
Here we go.
Hey,
Watch the ball. Mike's 50.
I got you.
It's been a long day for you.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Tightest ring.
21. Here we go.
It's on the Ringo. We got three down.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
21.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And, you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
Javon
Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Target.
Hey, trap 60. 57.
They'll give to Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Hyde, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Mark 38. Here I come. 38 to Mike. Watch the curls. Mike 38.
7 Pirates.
From the gun, here's Smith.
Stay fast.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading to the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Looked by Tarvarius Moore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Smith. Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football has been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A first down run there by Mostert as they get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Niners 21, Seahawks 6.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Crazy how them tables turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Seahawks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The tackle by
that play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
I got homies that can sleep with the Gucci and Chanel. I got a lot of
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Double dog, that's the way.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54, Mike 54. I'm going to write 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Smith. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Flare 18, pioneer. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Out of the gun, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Get him. 50's the mark.
Garoppolo looking to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
32-yard line.
50, Mike, 50.
Check.
A play fake for Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come off the ball hard. Mike 38, Mike 38. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Smith flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted.
On the keeper.
Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick.
Incomplete.
And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
I'm highly favored.
Mark 39, Mark 79 Bronco. 38 to Mike. Exit. Mike 38, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Smith. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Now here's Michael Dixon
to
as he'll punt it away for the
Seahawks.
second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle, that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them